What's up, guys? My name is Kyle. I love major 7 chords. They make you feel. And so today I wanted to not only show you the major 7 Cowboy chords if you don't already know them, but also rank them because I also like rankings. I just like to know which one's best, which one's worst, which one's easy, which one's hard. There's only 7 because we're just doing C, D, E, F, G, A, and B. Okay, I'm not going to go into anything besides that, and I'm just going to do the standard position that I usually play it. So maybe you know a different way. If you do, you can leave it in the comments. These chords, major 7s, are so inspirational. So if you're a songwriter, this could help you out as well to inspire some new lyrics and new direction for your song. The easiest major 7 chord, in my opinion, is the C major 7. From a C, all you've got to do is remove the index finger. Isn't that nice? I instantly feel something, and I can write more easily over chords that I feel or music that I feel. So if you just take off the index, C major 7, very inspiring. Number 2, I'm going to go with the D major 7. Okay, so from the D, all we've got to do is flatten our index finger, and we've got a major 7. Okay, it kind of sounds like I think that's Sixpence None the Richer. Kiss me. I know, I nailed the vocals. So we've got D, D major 7. D, flatten the index. Pretty simple to play, especially if you're used to kind of barring a few strings at a time. And very nice, very pleasant sound, I think. If you're enjoying this as a songwriter or as a guitar player or a songwriter who wants to get better at guitar playing, quick interruption, you need to download my ultimate guitar guide. There's a link in the description of this video. I'm going to give you my guitar buying recommendations, some finger picking, some strumming in there, some alternate chords you may not have heard, all organized in one place. Get that, it's free. Okay, now the third easiest major 7 Cowboy chord, in my opinion, is the A major 7. From an A, all we've got to do is take off our ring finger, which can be tricky. I've taught a lot of students who they end up, grabbing it and pulling it off. But if you're not used to it, it can be hard, but it's still a simple process of taking that one off and making room for the index back here on that G string 1st fret and playing it like that. Very nice chord. You can also rearrange a bit and play it like this, because then you've got your pinky freed up. Kind of botched that, but either way, it's pretty simple and it sounds very nice. The D major 7 and the A major 7 are the first 2 chords on the hugely popular song Die With a Smile by Bruno Mars. I think it starts with the A major 7. And then it moves to the D major 7. Ah, you know that song. And then from there, we've got our 4th easiest chord. Starting to get a little trickier now, but not a lot. We've got a G chord. To make it a major 7, there's different ways to do it. You could bring your pinky up and do it like that, or you could play it like this. But the way that I think is easiest and sounds really nice is just taking off both of these fingers and putting the index back here on the 2nd fret E string. So you got E, G, G major 7. I love it. And then it feels like it needs to go to I hear something there. Next up, we're getting into some more difficult territory. We've only got 3 left, but this E major to E major 7 is not exactly challenging. None of these are crazy hard. But to get to an E major 7 here, the way that I usually do it is I actually take off my ring and I just make a little tiny bar with that index. Now, the trick is you still want to have an open B string. So that can be tricky for some who aren't used to kind of bending their bar to only barring these 2 strings. I kind of end up going sideways so that I'm only, so if you go flat, you're more likely to accidentally nick that B string, and you don't want that. So I go a little sideways and just get the tip of your finger on both those strings, and then you have There's another way to do it, but it involves some rearranging and is a little tricky. You got to bring your ring finger up here and use those two there. So again, E, E major 7. Very pretty, very warm sounding chord, but a little on the trickier side. 2 left, the 6th easiest, so the second most difficult major 7 chord would be going from the F. Okay, I'm going to use an F bar chord because that's typically how you consider it as a cowboy chord, right? There's some cheater Fs, you can do these things, but I'm going to do a straight up F bar chord. And that's why it's number 6 on the list. It's a little trickier. And then to make it a major 7, we need to get that E string in there, but we can't just lift up because then we get a B in there too. And that becomes an F with a flatted or sharped 11th, I think. So we don't want that. We just want major 7. So we're just going to bring our thumb up and play it like that. So if you don't like thumb chords, you are not going to like this chord. So we've got an F, cowboy, standard, make it major 7, bring the index down to the 1st fret B string, bring the thumb up on the E string 1st fret, and we've got a major 7. There's lots of other ways to do this, but I'll save those for another video. Other ways to play F chords and stuff that I love to use, but let's save it. Lastly, the most difficult, but still very useful, very necessary, would be the B chord, going to a B major 7. So here's a B. We all know this chord. It's probably my least favorite shape on the guitar in terms of the standard bars and other stuff. I can never do this properly. My fingers just don't like to bend like that, so I have to do it like this. Thankfully, I have tiny little fingers, so they can fit inside there. But there's our B chord. To make it major 7, we have to make our major 7 bar chord shape, which is this shape. Okay, it's a very nice chord. It's actually the same as the A major 7, but just up 2 frets, and you've got to rearrange to get the bar on there, which is what makes it challenging. If you go from the E, right, because they can share some keys together. If you're in the key of B, it can work. So we had C major 7, D major 7, A major 7, G major 7, E, which I'll do like this. You can also do it like this. E major 7, F, and B. All those chords should inspire you in your songwriting and your composing. Very nice, very warm and lush. Challenge you to use that B major 7 in your next song. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please leave a comment. Make sure to check out that Ultimate Guitar Guide. If you're a songwriter or guitar player wanting to improve your playing, get my recommendations. And subscribe to this channel, and I will hopefully see you on my next video.